this is Critstar, and I want to do something lo-fi. If you've seen the video before this one, I have kind of a robot banging away at a keyboard in an office, and I kind of want to animate it, bobbing its head to like a lo-fi vibe, and get something around a minute set down. So, realistically, I got this Cozy from UJAM. To get some lo-fi kind of vibes into it, we got this intro. And then basically I did this before, but instead of doing, I don't remember, I think it was Nemesis that I was using. I'm using Cozy, and I pretty much did a beat. And then with that beat, I got this Rhodes emulation, or what they call the Stage 73. Thank you, Arturia. And with this particular preset called the Great One, I think it sounds a lot like Pink Floyd-ish, especially around animals. Sheep, I think. It has a really great sound. I love it, especially when I have a sustain pedal put on, and I let those notes ring out. Really, just the vibes, man. So I want to lay down some chords on this. I'm going to use. So if you don't see me pressing them, those are the kinds of chords. I'm going to go with the flow and just do what I need to do. I have like I said, I got a kind of a layout around here, right here, and it goes to about 20 bars. I'm kind of screwing this up, and maybe intentionally. I don't know. Where am I looking for it? There we go. The velocity on here is all over the place, and sometimes I'm pressing hard, sometimes I'm pressing light. And realistically, I need to get these kind of almost in line. Not really. I still kind of want to do a live play, but basically the differences between me pressing down on hard is a kind of a jarring, and I kind of want it kind of smooth. So I kind of need these probably arranged in the middle. So if I highlight all my notes, now there's a bunch of stuff that I could do with the velocity here. I can add some chaos. I can add some mean, which kind of averages them out to a point. I can get them all to a certain point up here. I can mess with the scale. There you go. All right, and then the second thing I did is I was using the sustain pedal, and these notes right here are kind of short because I wasn't sustaining them. So I kind of want to drag them out a little bit if I can. That was a mistake. All right, why are you not working? There you go. So maybe a little like this, and then the same thing goes over to here. There you go. And so they're kind of aligned with the other guys. And let me just follow the pattern here. Whoops. There you go. Break it up a bit. And I'm kind of doing a sort of arpeggiated sequence already. Let's see how long it's, because I know I cut it off. So basically I need this long. And basically what I could do is grab these guys and kind of follow the pattern. There we go. Getting there. So let's go from the beginning. Let's duplicate this, because I kind of want to record the sort of what I'm getting at is the melody or the accompaniment of the chords. I kind of want to do that on another track so that I don't mess with the chord track at all. So we're gonna go. We're gonna kind of live play, kind of get in the mood of this a bit. Wow, Doug's going nuts. Okay, really weird turn of events. We've used, this is totally not a paid promotion or anything. In fact, it's not even good for the company. HelloFresh kind of randomly sent us a box. My wife logged in kind of randomly, and they just sent us a box. So basically, our dogs got set off by the drop off the HelloFresh type of thing, and basically, we got a week's worth of food out of the blue, which is kind of a good thing, and didn't charge us, especially how much groceries are these days. Oof. But kind of just absolutely weird, and of course distracting because we weren't expecting it, especially this early, I think. But out of the blue, and I think my wife's kind of probably totally not being honest with me, but that's okay. Onward and upwards. We are trying to do the melody that we got really distracted. We kind of got something already though. Now that I look at it, let's listen to it because I've already walked away. and I probably was right there. So could we like say go like this, kind of go like this, and then just let's just use that as the melody. We can change it up a bit later on, but let's just reuse this part and let's create a space, sort of. And what we can do is we can change up the melody a little. And this one, we could probably just transpose it up maybe an octave. All right, it's got this double at the end. I don't like the multiple notes. Let's grab the other ones, because I think there's multiple on this one too. And then finally this one. So far, relatively decent. Probably a couple of things that I could probably tweak or needs to be tweaked on this one, or just sounds really off. Take your pick. But we're getting there. We are getting there. So the kind of the next element, we get very minimal lo-fi. This kind of works. Very minimal, and it's totally on that Rhodes trippy sound. I love it. Total Rhodes, but we could use some bass. We could definitely use some bass. So we have a lot of options. At least I have a lot of options when it comes to kind of like bass lines. If I'm going for like jazz or trying to envision jazz or traditional, I want to kind of like a double bass or a stringed bass line, you know, dum dum dum, kind of like, you know, the club kind of scene where the old school club kind of thing, like the 30s or 20s, or the dude's playing the big old bass in the background or something. Kind of going for that. Do we have one? Is the question. Now we have all kinds of synthesized bass. We have a whole bunch of things. I have stringed instruments and stringed instruments, or like augmented strings from Arturia. And then I have, of course, the both Kontakt and a sample tank with the orchestra, which we could probably spend a bit of a time digging. Yeah, let's do that. I like that one. Let's try the sample tank, because I hardly ever use this thing. And there's a couple of orchestra libraries in here that we could try. So let's load an instrument. Let's try to do kind of synth strings. We got a lot of options. And I don't know my classical orchestra stuff. I know I'm not looking for a cello. So anyways, there we go, like bass. Try a couple of these. Which I need to go learn what a plucky bass is. Sort of dunk 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 dunk. But we can get by with these. I need to boost the heck out of it. It is very low range. So basically, it's so low that either I gotta put it on the. Actually, let me do that. Let me copy this over, and then let me transpose it a few down. And get it in that C0 range. So when those chords hit, the bass hits. Yeah. Okay, so what can we do with this bass? This bass is getting thoroughly drowned out. So we could double it, we can layer it, we can kind of amplify it, or use some drive. Add some maybe distortion. And this will help the crappiness of the lo-fi, or at least what you want of the lo-fi, right? I like it. It can't have any holes in the... Perfect. That's kind of a fusion kind of thing going on. I like it, and it sounds like it's coming in one ear. And I'm wondering if that's the bass. It's whoops, wrong thing. I wonder if that's the bass itself, or this Coldfire is doing a kind of a stereo output rather than. No, honestly, if you're probably listening to it on laptop, which I'm probably going to do after this for editing to see how really it sounds, you probably can't hear it. It is low, and it is super low. But now that I think about it, it's probably on the mixing. It's probably messing up. You don't want to, so that the saying goes, you don't want to mix your subs in stereo, because something with the phasing or something. I don't know exactly why. But you're not supposed to do it. It's kind of like a rule, or like a rule that to go by for helping, for doing better. But we're gonna ignore this because I like the effects. Go with what you like, right? So I think the next part would be something outside to add some kind of ambience or something. And when I'm talking about ambience, maybe some crowd speaking, some talking, something that makes it sound like it's playing outside at a bar or something. That maybe, you know, like you gotta have some talking. You gotta have somebody being like, I'm gonna have to find something. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I went a little crazy. I got all these kind of waves. And I need to, whoops. I copy them over here. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got so far.
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
I think I want to automate the filter and move it around, because that sounds kind of cool with the voice box or whatnot, because some of them you can hear, some of them you can't. But if I move it around, it kind of makes it a little bit more interesting, a tad bit. But overall, kind of in the groove, what I'm feeling, the vibe that I'm hitting, I guess. Actually, I was looking for some other kind of conversational type of stuff, but I think I'm gonna make with what I got. If you can see over here, I was ripping through my sample collection, and I couldn't find what I thought I had, so I had to make do with some other samples that I got.
Sick with it, off the hook, spit fight, off the hook, crazy, damn, banging, got the raw streets. Yeah.
Anyway, kind of cool. Let me do one more pass recording the filter going around on this and see what we can come up with. And then I think we're gonna wrap it up from there. All right, I think that's the record write automation. This doesn't get armed. Oh yeah, look at that automation. That's pretty cool. I kind of like it when it was up over here. That's kind of where I was kind of going for. I probably should have just left it up here. Because it basically I want it to filter out basically all the lower level stuff and make it sound like a crappy basically a lot of stuff can be emulated by using the filter to get kind of the effect that you want in real life, or the sounds you hear in real life. You can kind of, once you get used to hearing the kind of the filter and how it filters effects out from the highs and lows, you start hearing things and you start, oh, hey, that's just a low pass or that's just a high pass filter. That basically why you can't hear the highs or something like a club playing in a distance and you hear the thumping, but you can't hear nothing else. It's kind of like like a low pass filter going on. And so kind of like the talk box is kind of like a band pass with a certain filter on there. And because it basically, the highs and lows keep on getting messed up or something. And then gets that kind of that trait or that characteristic. So it's pretty cool. Got to mess around with it more so I can get better at instantly going to the characteristic that I want or the sound that I want. But overall, I like it. I like this. This thing is really smooth. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. Oh, I like it. That's pretty cool. Let's save this so I can work on it later. Kind of a chilly lo-fi kind of sense. Ish? I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I will catch you later.